At the Conservatorium of Utrecht we have 2 saxophone teachers for jazz and pop, and every student gets lessons from me and Toon Roos throughout the whole bachelor. Toon and I are a different type of musicians. We both have our strong points and our specialties, and I think it's a joy to work together as a team, to combine our strong points and our specialties to make the best program we can to educate a new generation of musicians.
Music is, for me, to a large extent about emotions and the spirit of things. So in a way it's a dilemma, because these things you cannot really teach, of course, but you can maybe not teach, but try to touch these emotions, touch the spirit of things. So I hope to be even more than a teacher, a toucher. I want to touch things musically. And it seems to work.
We want to bring out the best musician in a student, and part of that process is to find your musical identity. Who do you want to be in music? In order to find your musical identity, we think it's essential to enrich yourself first with the great music from the tradition, the jazz music from the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, but also the music from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, and of course the music that is happening right now.
There's a lot to learn. The jazz and pop, funk, fusion tradition is very long. I grew up listening to this music 70s and 80s, grew up with Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind & Fire. Of course, Miles Davis was still around then. A lot of beautiful jazz music also. So I'm very much inspired in this period, and I can bring this thing to the students also with a fusion combo I'm working with. Atmosphere is very good, the teachers are wonderful, high-level teachers and players, wonderful saxophone colleague. Looks like we're complementing each other quite effectively. Marc comes from a classical background and I grew up playing jazz and fusion music. So we bring in different things and it's working.
We think versatility is important for a musician. We want our students to be ready for any kind of musical situation. That means sight reading, playing in a section, arranging, composing, playing your doubles, clarinet and flute, know how to record yourself, those kind of things.
There's an element of discipline, you know, an element of studying, element of analyzing, sure, but trying to stay close to the music, to the emotion of the music, the core of the music. So I suppose that's what I'm trying to bring in. Have fun with the music and enjoy, you know. And the blues will help us out, of course.